Hola mis amigos, we're making a spicy lime steak bowl. For today's recipe, we will be checking out yet another one of the rivals to the Instant Pot. This is from Symfonio and they call this their SimPot. And as you can see, it is your standard pressure cooking device that sort of mimics the Instant Pot. And with this one, you can do the same thing as you can do with the others. You can saute in it, you can bake in it, you can slow cook, pressure cook, and more. The big difference with this one is that this one uses a 4.5-inch screen, and it has a dial here to turn to whatever setting that you are trying to do, and it will appear here on the screen. Everything else so far seems pretty standard. We have our lid here, and we have the pressure release valve. And let's see what actually comes with this one. So here we have, just like before, we have our rice ladle as well as a measuring cup. And here we have the pot holder. And if you saw my recent video, I don't know if it's up yet, but if it's not, it is coming, of another review of one of these types of pots. I was very confused as to what on earth this was because it didn't say what it was, and my first Instant Pot like this did not come with this, but these are definitely pot holders that you can use to lift the inner pot. So this comes with that. Let's see what else we have. We have a steamer basket with a handle that has a silicone grip, so that is pretty neat. And oh, I was a little concerned because there was no instructions in the box, but here are the instructions here. And that is all that there is to it. We have our inner pot. So basically what I'm going to do, just as I do with all of my other recipes, I'm going to go ahead and rinse this out, and then we will go ahead and start cooking. I am going to go over the literature just to figure out how to work this. This one does work differently again because this is that screen with the dial. So I'm just going to kind of get a gist of what we're doing, but I do like to operate these for the first time just as anyone else would, with minimal instruction. I want to be able to just turn the dial to what I want to do and press go and have no confusion about it. So I'm going to read a little bit just to see how to get it started, and then we will proceed with our recipe. Okay, so I have washed the inner pot. So here we have a couple tablespoons of olive oil along with 2 cloves of minced garlic. And I'm using the saute function right now on the SimPot, and I am just going to saute this a bit until the garlic starts to become golden. We don't want to burn it. So we will be back once our garlic is good to go. Now that everything is nice and fragrant, we're going to go ahead and add our meat, which consists of 2 pounds of steak that you have cut into bite-sized pieces. Next, we will be adding our seasonings, which consists of 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, and 1/2 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And we're going to follow this by 1 tablespoon of lime juice along with 1 teaspoon of hot sauce. And that's all that there is to it. I'm just going to give this a nice stir to coat everything. And then we are going to pressure cook this for 10 minutes on high. And one thing that I am noticing about this SimPot is that it does not come with the glass lid. So I am missing that quite a bit because that was sort of something that I used all the time with my other ones. So that is kind of a downside here, but perhaps they have one that you can order on the side. Okay, so now we are all set to cook. I am turning it over to the pressure cook option and pressing it in. And I'm just going to adjust my timer down to 10 minutes. And as you can see, we already have the pressure on high. So I'm just going to press the button again. And we are good to go. We are cooking on high pressure for 10 minutes, and then I will do the quick release. We are back, and I did go ahead and release the pressure manually. So let's take a look at what we have. The meat is nice and cooked, and it's nice and tender. So now what we are going to do is we want to evaporate out some of this liquid and reduce it down. So I'm going to set this to saute for probably about 10 minutes or so, just enough to get rid of some of this liquid, and then we can serve this. I'm going to serve mine over a salad. Special thanks to the people at Symfonio for allowing me to try out their pressure cooker. I will have a link in the description box below for you to check it out and to purchase one for yourself. Spicy lime steak bowl. Enjoy, and I'll see you at the dinner table.